our Zoom presentation going. This is Coach Ben coming at you. I'm actually doing a re-recording of a PowerPoint presentation I did a few days ago. Actually, it was last week, I believe, to recruiting. Unfortunately, when I did the recording, it wasn't recorded, or when I did the presentation in the training, it wasn't recorded. So let's do this. I want to make sure that we are on all of our platforms and we're going to go live and get this thing rocking and rolling, guys. Bear with me. Man, and if you would please like and share our channel, we got some exciting information going on. We are laser focused and locked in on bringing amazing content to the marketplace, guys. So we're all about entrepreneurship. That's the best way to put yourself in a position to win in an environment of uncertainty. And we have a solution for that, guys. So one of the ultimate things I will share with you, and I'm gonna go through this very quickly, guys. I went through this presentation, got a lot of great feedback. A lot of people were asking me for the recording. And when I went back to look for it, it did not exist. I was on someone else's Zoom, another teammate, and it just didn't record. So recruiting is everything, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I need you to understand. Again, my name is Benjamin, Coach Ben. Fired up and excited. I love entrepreneurship. I love helping people go into business for themselves. I truly believe being self-employed, going into business for yourself, network marketing is the best vehicle for most individuals to set themselves free, to be able to get themselves in a position to have ultimate leverage, to be able to build themselves out of working that 9 to 5 without the sacrifices of putting a whole lot of capital on the table, jumping out of a job and going to build a restaurant, or starting a traditional business, which is what I did when I first became an entrepreneur. I started a commercial cleaning company, and I was working at a company. And I share this on my stories because it's so very relevant. Most people want to become business owners, but they don't have time, they don't have money, they don't have, information. So they stay stagnant. They don't feel like they have the skill set. They don't have the support. So they say stay stagnant. And they'll say, one day, someday, if I can, one day I'm going to. And next thing you know, one day becomes 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, and one lifetime. What I want to share with you is a business model that allows you to truly build a very lucrative business working part time, okay? And then eventually your part-time income can become full-time income due to the power of leverage and residual income. Now, one of the ultimate things in leverage is having a business model that allows you to recruit other individuals like yourself to come in and partner with you, where now you are not the only one responsible for income coming into your household. If you're taking notes, I need you to take this note right here. And if you're not, start now. If you're the only one responsible for your income, that's scary. If you get sick, you don't get paid. If you can't go to work, you don't get paid. If you're snowed in, you're fired in. All these storms and natural disasters that's happening all over the world and in our country, if that happens in your backyard where your job is no longer existing because God forbid it got burnt down, like in California right now on this day, for those who read or look at this video in the future, 2025 major burn, firestorm that ran through California, burning up acres and acres of land. I mean, people are out of work, out of business, out of houses, and it's devastating. And if that was your only source of income, you're devastated. But if you are in a business such as this, where you can recruit nationwide or international, and be able to have your income coming in from all over the world, all over the country, that puts a protection around you and your family. And it is absolutely priceless. So, what I will share with you is this as I set this up, recruiting is everything. Most businesses, whether it's a church, they're always recruiting. Come to the altar. If you want to join our church, make this your church home. We welcome you, the altar. The church doors are open. If a church doesn't do that every Sunday, every week they're losing people. Either they're dying off, they're leaving to go to another church, or they're backsliding. But and that's not funny, but I'm just saying. So churches, military, jobs. I mean, everybody's always recruiting, and as you build your business out, you want to keep recruiting as well. So what I did was, the keys to your success. Your success is one, recruiting, and the other thing is recruiting. There's one more thing that you got to do is recruit. Guys, recruiting is everything. There's 12 laws of recruiting that I broke down for individuals, and I'm going to break this down for you as well. Please take copious notes, guys. And if you like this information, please like and share. Like and share. Subscribe to our channel if you're watching this on our YouTube page, guys. And then I'm going to put some clips. I'm learning how to dice this stuff up and putting it on our TikTok and all that other stuff, other platforms to bring more and more content. The 12 laws of recruiting. Law number one, know why you're recruiting. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to know why you're recruiting. Recruiting. It's absolutely imperative that you know why you are recruiting. And to do that, you must know why you're in the network marketing space. Is it to make more money? Is it to get out of debt? Is it to meet financial goals? Is it for a career change? Is it for, what exactly is your driving force? And whatever your reason is, you are well on your way by being on this training right now and understanding the power of this model and why you need to recruit so that you can go and take action. Law number two is you want to start immediately. Some people say, I want to learn everything before I bring other people into the company or into the system, the community, the culture. Ladies and gentlemen, the time to recruit is right now. You'll never be as excited as you are right now. If you're brand new, if you're just getting this information, you'll never be this excited again. Ignorance on fire is way better than knowledge on ice. Do not sit back and think, I got to learn all this information. If you're with the right company, right team, then you're going to have support that's going to help you with your new people. So start with your warm market people you know, love, trust. They love you, but they don't respect you on your business sense. And just simply share this information. But once you exhaust that, it's imperative that you go and share this with the cold market as well. Because understand, all we're doing in recruiting is simply sorting your prospects to find out and identify who's open to the opportunity. You want to know if the prospect, the individual you're sharing this with, are keeping their incomes options open. If not, move on. We're not in the business of convincing. If they are, then share the information with them and let's elevate the opportunity by utilizing third-party tools. Guys, we have a formula, PS3, peak interest. Do you keep your income options open? Are you open to making some incredible income? If I can show you how to make more money this year than you did last year, would you be interested? Peak interest. And then if they say yes, share the plan, share the information, give them a video, set up an appointment, whatever you do to put information in front of individuals using third party tools. Then we let them see it. And then you do a three-way call with an expert, and that's going to help to build your business, guys. Sorting, not convincing. Once you get this in your head, where you don't get emotionally attached to who wants to come in. When a person says no, Great. Let's go. Next. You don't want to try to convince people against their will because they'll be of the same opinion still. You just want to ask, are you open to making more money? And even when they say yes, chances are they might not want to do what you're doing. And that's okay. Our job is not to sway you, our job is not to sell you. Our job is simply to expose you, expose them to the information, and then collect an educated, informed decision. Law number 4: create a recruiting mindset. You're as a presenter, assume that everyone you meet will work with you. And I put some affirmations here. I am the number one recruiter in my company. I got to do some editing here, but it's okay. I am the number one recruiter in my company. I am an excellent presenter, and everyone wants to buy a membership from me. I am a master recruiter. It is who I am, and I can't help myself. It's in my DNA. Along with that, I am a recruiting magnet. I am an expert in recruiting. These are affirmations, guys, you want to say to yourself every single day, and you will start to exalt and take on those characteristics. And that's pretty exciting. Law number 5: explain why the opportunity is so uncommon. All partners should be able to explain the following 6 points. Is the company credible, and does it have the resources to pay you? That's very important. You want to know that. Is there a genuine need for what is being offered, whether the product or services? Is the product or service affordable to the masses? You got to make sure that everyone, the masses, can afford this. I'll never forget this when I was learning business. They said if you cater to the masses, you'll hang with the classes. Meaning, if you cater to the average, the poor, not really poor, but if you cater to the average folks who, which is the masses, most people aren't rich. Most people don't have a whole lot of money. But if you find something that that's affordable, that's catered to the masses, then you will hang with the classes. But if you cater to the classes, that's a small group of people. Chances are you'll be hanging with the masses. So that's something to be mindful of when you're offering and looking into an opportunity. Can I offer it to the masses? Competition. Who are they? And can I beat them? And we don't think competition, but you want to know who's in the same space as you. What are they offering? And how can you have that unfair advantage when you're sharing this with your prospects? Because everything's not the same. A lot of people will say, I'm in a finance company or I'm in a whatever, lotion or potion or whatever, but it's not the same. There's always edge or unfair advantage, and you must find that. Compensation. Can you make money working this business? That's very important. I want to see that first. Can I make money? Is there residual? Is it a true residual? And there's true leverage. All right. And then timing. Is there room for growth? Am I too late? Did it reach its peak and it leveled out already? These are things you want to know. There's folks where and there's all businesses have a time frame where you have it when it's innovation, where it's really in the beginning, it's risky, but it's a good position if it endures that renovation or innovative side, and then it goes through that social proof, and then it hits that momentum. The best time to come in is when it's at that point where it's hitting that momentum, and then a company always levels off. When you level off, there's no growth, and usually you're just sustaining all those who came in those first years or of growing. So timing is very important when looking at an opportunity. Law number 6: show how to do it. Keep it simple and duplicatable, guys. KISS. Keep it simple and duplicatable. That's not what KO is. Keep it simple, silly, silly. So one of the most important keys of recruiting is the very process by which you are recruiting, meaning that as you're exposing a person to an opportunity, what you're doing and how you're doing it, they're watching it and asking themselves, can I do what you're doing? Do I want to do what you're doing? Do I have time to do what you're doing? So it's absolutely imperative to work a system that's duplicatable. Something where a person says, I can do what you're doing. Let's get started. It's not what works, it's what duplicates. Guys, it's absolutely imperative that you grab onto that. Law number 7, we're rolling. This is another one of my lucky numbers. Recruit while asking for referrals. This is powerful. Who do you know? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a powerful question. Everybody's not going to do this business. Everybody you talk to is not looking for change. But when you expose them, don't lose friendships, don't destroy relationships, because everybody can link you to somebody. So while you're out there exposing and sharing, and someone says no to you, great, I understand this isn't for everyone, but who do you know that might be interested in becoming an entrepreneur, starting their own business, breaking generational curses? Who do you know? And they can lead you to somebody, and you now can call that somebody. Let's say it's Bob. You was talking to John, hey, Bob, you don't know me. We have a mutual friend in John. John told me that you was a sharp individual who might be open to an opportunity. I'm just following up with you and seeing, do you keep your income options open? And you move John or Bob through that process. And if Bob says no, that's okay, Bob. Timing is everything. Let me ask you, who do you know, Bob? Man, listen, I got a sharp young lady named Mary. You call Mary, you put her through the process. Mary's fired up and excited. She signs up. Now you go back to Bob. And then Bob says, oh man, I'm not going to miss out, because people move with the sense of urgency of fear of loss. So you now got Bob. You could go to John and say, who's your original person, and say, John, listen, I know you said you wasn't interested, but Bob came on and he bought someone on named Mary who's on fire. Once you lock in your position, we'll put them on your team and let's build this thing out. So now you just brought 3 individuals on your business just from a who do you know. I'm talking fast, but I'm hoping you're picking up what I put down, guys. This is absolutely powerful. I strongly encourage you rewind this over and over again. And I wish you could like it every single time you rewind it. I'm trying to get these numbers up. So, guys, who do you know? Law number 8. Law number 9, the fortune is in the follow up. Follow up is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Follow up is everything. It is amazing when you're talking to people and you're planting seeds and you don't call them back. It's like a gardener or a farmer who goes out and throw out seed and he just keep going. He never come back to get the harvest. He never comes back to water the seeds. He never comes back to pull the weeds that's eating and killing his crop. The fortune is in the follow up. Guys, it usually takes 3 to 5 exposures from a person seeing and hearing information before they make a decision. And most people only call a person once or twice. You want to continue to follow up with an individual with proper permission. Hey, listen, I understand the timing is not right. Can I keep you abreast? Can I keep following follow up with you and let you know how things are progressing? Yeah, yeah, of course. So you got permission to call him back. And by the way, who do you know? It works. I'm telling you. And it'll be uncomfortable in the beginning, but once you do it, it becomes a part of your DNA, a part of your method of operation, and it'll flow just like riding a bike. Number 9, work with the willing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is absolutely impossible to force new recruits to be something that they're not. If you had a deck of cards, there's 54 cards in a deck or 52, I'm not sure exactly, but I do know there's four aces. And all you want and need is four aces, four go-getters in most comp plans. You get 4 to 5 individuals who are superstars, and you're rich, you're free, you're set. But unfortunately, we trying to turn a joker into an ace. A joker can never be an ace. Well, I won't say never, but we don't have time to try to make a joker into an ace. We don't, I mean, so we go through the cards, go through the deck, go through your list of names, and we teach you and train you on that. Go to some of my prior trainings on my YouTube page here, and you'll see the power of building a list, the power of sorting, going for your aces. I got trainings on all this, but you want to go through your list quickly. The secret is to work with those who want more, and we help our new partners. We're not their boss. We simply help them. We find out where they want to go, what they want to do, and help them to accomplish it to their levels. Everybody doesn't want to make 6 figures. Everybody doesn't want to make 7 figures. If you want to just make 600 or 1,000, we show you how to make 1,000. Understand that, guys, but you got to work with the willing. You got to work with those who are willing to participate in their own salvation. And guys, unfortunately, so many people they want it. They step up to the plate, but they're not willing to swing the bat. They're not willing to get uncomfortable. They're not willing to do the work. And they miss out on the full blessings of an opportunity, unfortunately. And we do ourselves and our families a disservice by trying to there's a thin line here. You can motivate people. You can and I read something or watched a video. They said you can't even motivate. You can't motivate a person. They got to motivate themselves. Our job, but and I don't know if I agree with that all the way because I consider myself a motivational speaker. So that put me out of business, not or an inspiring motivational speaker. But what I'm sharing with you is a person must have the will to participate in their own salvation, period. Jim Rohn, my late great mentor, he passed away. If you don't know who Jim Rohn is, please look him up. He's amazing. He said, you can carry one, you might be able to carry two, but you can't carry 1,000 on your back. And that's so very true. And you don't want to have to carry people. You want to find people who are willing to go to work. That's powerful. Spent too much time there, but I wanted to really drive that because that's something that takes people out. Law number 10, teach recruits how to recruit. So as you bring on business partners, you lead by example, focusing on recruiting, marketing, memberships, and building for events. And as you're doing that and doing the duplicatable, simple activities that's predictable, not changing up all the time. I know folks who are in leadership and every other week, every other month, they're changing up everything. And that's hard to duplicate. You have one slide presentation, one method of operation, and this is what we do. And you do that over and over and over and over. You could tweak it a little bit, but you don't want to have to feel like you got to change the method of operation all the time because what happens is no one learns it and you can't teach it. And the key thing is you want long-term growth. And the best part of this business is when you recruit them, it's only beneficial if they stay in the business and have results. But if they can't go out and get more partners because they're confused and stagnant, then ladies and gentlemen, you're just going to be spinning wheels and stuck, only building on your influence. So you want to developing new recruits includes training, establishing a relationship, creating friendships, joining them to the team or welcoming them to the team, getting them plugged in, showing them how to make money, and helping them. I got to do some editing here. To see the return on their investment as quickly as possible. That's what it's all about. And that's what you want to master, guys. Number 11, law number 11, recognize it's a numbers game. Man, absolutely. It sounds crazy, it sounds cold, but it really is. The secret of recruiting is massive exposures, which brings you massive awareness, which brings massive, massive numbers when it comes to recruits and memberships. It's numbers. If you expose more people, you'll get more. If you expose more people, you get more people looking at the information and you following up with them, and you're going to get results. It's inevitable. You cannot. It's just impossible. Another example, Jim Rohn, he said, if you come to the table and you have an expert who says, I get 1 out of 10, whereas I talk to 10 people and I get 1 out of 10. He said, I can beat you because I'll talk to 100 and get 2. It's a numbers game, whatever it takes. How many people do you need to speak to, expose to the system to get the results that you're looking for? God, man, that's so powerful. And number 12, you want to stay in phase one. Never stop recruiting and building. Phase one is making presentations, selling memberships, and recruiting. Phase two is management, spending more time with your team, your organization, and training. You want to do that a little bit, but you can't stay there because phase three is destruction. Everything falls apart. And the best way to stay away from phase three is to stay away from phase two and always be in phase one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our that's the business. So just to recap real quick, and we'll wrap this up. We're right on 30 minutes, which is on point. The 12 laws of recruiting, I'll recap. Know why you are recruiting. Start now, immediately, not now, but right now. Bring on some new blood. Bring on some new blood. New blood is the lifeblood of any organization. Sort your prospects. We're in the business of sorting, not convincing. Experts sort, amateurs convince. Number 4, create a recruiting mindset. I am a recruiting magnet. I am the number one recruiter in my organization. I am a dynamic presenter. Number 5, explain why the opportunity is so uncommon. Find that edge and be able to articulate that. Number 6, show how to do it by leading by example. Number 7, recruit while asking for referrals. Who do you know? Number 8, follow up, follow up, follow up. The fortune is in the follow up. Continue to follow up until they buy or die, as one of my old mentors, business partners and workout partners used to say. I follow up until they buy or die. Rest in peace. And then number 9, connect the dots. Number 10, work with the willing. Number 11, recognize it's a numbers game. And number 12, stay in phase one. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation. I'm so excited. This is Coach Ben coming at you. Hopefully you got some value out of this information. If you did, please like and share, subscribe to my channel, and get folks plugged in. I am committed to continue to bring content to you. And I pray to God that I get better and better as I keep doing it. You know, Jim Rohn said, if you want to do 100 push-ups, and when you first do it, you only could do 5. But if you keep doing it, next thing you know, you could do 10. And then you do 15, then you do 20. Bottom line is, if you keep doing anything and strive to get better, 1% better every time, you will become dynamic. And that's my goal. Whereas as I'm doing these overviews, presentations, I strive to become dynamic. Your feedback, your participation, your input is always welcome. And I thank you for listening in. Coach Ben out. God bless. Take charge. Let's go and let's grow. Make sure you like and share and give me some hearts if you're on my TikTok or whatever they do over there and all those other platforms. Take care, guys.